Billy Luna.
Let me give you a spoiler alert and a prediction for how this interview is going to go. I'm sure Vlad may try to ask him a, hardball question that will be like something along the lines of, Joey, are you the current mafia boss of the Philadelphia Mafia family? And Joey is going to smirk and he's going to say something. My prediction is Joey will say something like, Vlad, there's no such thing as a mafia. Right? All right, breaking news. The sit down with Jeff Nadu reports, per sources, Joey Merlino will appear on Vlad TV in the new week. It will be his first and only interview thus far outside of his Patreon. This was reported about 18 hours ago on the sit down with Jeff Nadu. All right, so let's talk about this, okay? I think I got to warn Joey. Okay, first of all, on this channel, I really love the story of Joey. Okay, Joey's super compelling guy. His story is amazing to me. The story of the Young Turks. I'm working on a few projects relating to that, and I dig it a lot. Why do we really like Joey? What stands out about Joey that differentiates him from the rest of the, mob tube, whatever, rativerse? Joey is the epitome of a stand-up guy. Joey doesn't cooperate. Joey doesn't, he professes an anti-rat, ideal. He doesn't like rats. He doesn't entertain rats.
Please subscribe to the Billy Luna channel and like the video. Thank you.
As we know, he had a big beef with Michael Franzese because Michael Franzese, and Michael Franzese and Sammy the Bull made videos inviting him to YouTube and inviting him on their shows. And of course, we know why this is the case. Michael Franzese, for instance, is the biggest guy in the YouTube mob space currently, with more than 1 million subscribers. Now, Joey's it's interesting to contrast Joey because Joey is the biggest up and coming guy, by far the hottest guy. Why do we know this? One of the reasons we know this is that Michael Franzese and Sammy the Bull Gravano, Michael's got respectively, Michael has about 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Sammy has about 500,000 or so. And they both came out and they wanted him. So that just shows us, why do they want him? Because they need him. Both of those guys are, have huge amounts of subscribers, but problem with both of these guys is that they, we've heard their stories ad nauseum 1 million times. I mean, over and over again on their channels, on different channels. And how many times can you tell those stories? So these guys are in the position where they have this great foundation of subscribers, but they need to reinvent themselves to stay relevant, And so why not reach out to the hottest, young, up and coming cat, Joey Merlino? Now, of course, we know Joey came back and was very disrespectful to both Sammy the Bull Gravano and Michael Franzese. And he said, in terms of Michael Franzese, I don't entertain rats. Because that's Joey's persona. He doesn't like rats. He goes for the rats. And of course, then he unfortunately went at Sonny Franzese, the former underboss of the Colombo family, who is Michael calls his father. As we all know, well, I don't know if you know, that's not really Michael's father. Michael's father was a guy named Louis Grillo. And Michael's name when he was born was Michael Grillo. Sonny Franzese was eventually married Michael's mother, Tina Capobianca. And then he changed his name, I think, when he was around 18 or 19 years old to Michael Franzese. But that's beside the point. Sonny raised him and he's his spiritual father. But then that was a little, to me, it was, I think Joey should have stopped with what he said about Michael and then not gone any further because, Sonny Franzese was the ultimate stand-up tough guy. And him and Merlino are kind of cut from the same cloth. And anyway, so that's what happened. Now, Jeff Nadu announces that Skinny Joey Merlino will be appearing on Vlad TV. What is the problem with this? The problem with this is that, some will tell you that Vlad is the king of the rats. Vlad has had many, many, many informants on his show over time. He's, been accused of working with the feds, working with the FBI, working with law enforcement, being an op, all kinds of things. I don't think anybody in the entertainment space more than Vlad has been accused of all this. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. We definitely know that he gets guys on and they self-snitch. Shout out to Bruce Rives, the criminal lawyer. Stop self-snitching. We see that evidence really in our face right now with the Tupac trial with Keefe D. How Keefe D kind of went on Vlad TV and hung himself in a way. But now Vlad has the king of the rat haters on his show. He's perceived by many to be the king of the rats. So, I mean, and I don't know if that's true or not. Now, I do know with Vlad, this is my opinion of Vlad. Vlad is, he's an okay interviewer. He's pioneered the whole kind of genre of interviewing these type of people. But the thing is that I don't think he does enough research. And he should, look, Vlad, if you're watching this, I mean, he's a big dude. I'm just getting started. Holler at your boy, Billy Luna. I would really like to help you research and produce these interviews, and I could probably help you with that and make them more interesting and compelling. So another thing, I mean, to be, keep it 100 and criticize Vlad further, he's a DJ. He's from, I believe, the Bay Area. He lives in Calabasas now. He's Russian. He's of Russian Jewish descent. And he came up, as a DJ, but I don't think he's really that street tough. There was a big case where, Rick Ross, not Freeway Rick Ross, the new rapper Rick Ross, one of his guys assaulted Vlad, blah, blah, blah. The criticism I have is that when Vlad interviews a guy like, say, Michael Franzese, he talks to him one way, just like he normally talks. But when Vlad gets like these rappers on, these African-American rappers, he suddenly develops this affectation of like street talk, like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. And it's like, dude, just talk the way you talk. It's I don't know. It's a little sus that you like have someone who's African-American on, and then you start changing the way you talk. It's a little weird. I would stop doing that. And then another criticism would be when he has a guy like Michael Franzese on, Vlad's like, Michael, what do you think of Tekashi 6ix9ine? And Michael, 72-year-old Michael's like, what? Who? And he's like, Tekashi 6ix9ine, the blood rapper with the rainbow colored teeth and hair. And Michael's like, okay, I'll give you my take. I don't know who he is. What does Michael Franzese know about Tekashi 6ix9ine? I wouldn't ask Michael Franzese that type of question. Anyway, whatever. That's here nor there. But in terms of Joey, the potential hypocrisy here is that Vlad has on a lot of informers. I mean, a lot. I mean, the guys that Joey's come out against, Sammy the Bull, Michael Franzese, they kind of are almost regulars on Vlad. And so, Joey kind of is going to put himself at odds with his whole anti-rat thing. Now, look, I know where Joey's coming from on this. This is it's not personal, it's business, right? Joey's looking at it like this. Vlad has a huge platform. He has, I don't even know, what does he have? 5 million subscribers, 5.5 million? I'm not sure. But I'm sure Joey's just saying, look, Joey has not had this kind of large platform exposure. Michael Franzese made an offer, come on my platform. Michael's got about 1 million subscribers, but Vlad's way bigger. And I'm sure Joey's just thinking in terms of how do I pump up my Patreon numbers, right? How do I pump up just my TVQ in general? And that will probably be very successful. I mean, this has a great potential to be one of Vlad TV's biggest interviews of all time. This could be his biggest get. Now, let me qualify this, but let me give you a spoiler alert and a prediction for how this interview is going to go, okay? Joey is not going to say anything about criminal activities outside the realm of like what he's already been convicted and done crimes for. I'm sure Vlad may try to ask him a, hardball question that will be like something along the lines of, Joey, are you the current mafia boss of the Philadelphia Mafia family? And Joey is going to smirk and he's going to say something. My prediction is Joey will say something like, Vlad, there's no such thing as a mafia, right? I mean, it's like, I think ultimately, I don't think Joey's going to say much of substance in terms of Cosa Nostra, the mafia, or crime in general, beyond what he has already spoken about with things like armed robbery, heist, and things that he's already kind of been tried, convicted, done his time for. And, other than that, Joey doesn't talk about Cosa Nostra at all. I don't think Joey's ever said the word mafia or Cosa Nostra. I doubt he will. And I think that you're going to get kind of, deflection and kind of coy answers. Joey's not going to give him much, which, I think the interview, regardless of that, is going to be huge. I think it's going to be one of Vlad's biggest gets of all time. I make a lot of videos about you. I love your story. I think I have a great understanding of your story, and I think I tell it better than anybody. And I've talked to some of your friends, and I'm going to say to you, Joey, holler at your boy Billy Luna. Joey, you got to watch yourself here because you are going into the Rat King's den here. And you, Joey, are the antithesis of a rat. You are the bulwark, the beacon of anti-rat stuff, you know? And, you know, Joey, I make a lot of content about Joey. I love your story. I feel I have a great understanding of your story. I feel I tell it better than a lot of people. And a lot of the videos I make are about Joey. And I've talked to some friends of yours, Joey. Holler at your boy, Billy Luna. I hail from Philadelphia too, my man. Right out of Philly. And, I wish you'd holler at a boy from Philly. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Joey, you know, best of luck with this interview. I'm obviously going to watch it like all of us are. You know, we'll see what happens. And then, you know, we'll come back. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. I'm a little concerned here, and I want to know what you all think of it. All right? Ciao.
Billy Luna.
Please subscribe to the Billy Luna channel and like the video. Thank you.